Welcome to my channel. Let me ask you a question. Do you think big success comes from one big step or from many small steps? Many people believe success happens suddenly, like magic. They think one day a person is poor and the next day they are rich. They think one day a student cannot speak English and the next day they are fluent. But the truth is different. Success is not a sudden jump. Success is built slowly, step by step, like a house built brick by brick. If you miss one brick, the house is weak. But if you put one brick every day, soon you will have a strong house. In the same way, small actions every day create big success in life. In this video, I will show you how small daily actions can create very big success in your studies, in your work, and even in your English learning. Stay with me till the end, because you will see how even the smallest action you take today can change your tomorrow. Chapter E. Why Small Steps Matter. Let me tell you a story. Imagine a boy standing at the bottom of a very high mountain. He looks up, and the mountain is so tall that the clouds are touching the top. The boy feels afraid. He thinks, how can I ever reach the top? It is too far. It is impossible. But then someone tells him, don't look at the top. Just take one step forward. Then another step, and another. The boy starts walking. At first, he feels the road is long, mild. But slowly, with every step, he gets closer. One day, without even noticing, he looks around and sees he is already very high. Finally, after many steps, he reaches the top. The big mountain that once looked impossible is now behind him. This story is not only about climbing a mountain. It is about life. It is about success. It is about English learning. Many times, when we look at our big goals, they feel impossible. You want to speak English fluently. You want to save money. You want to get a better job. You want to change your life. But when you look at the goal, it feels too big. You feel afraid. You feel weak, and sometimes you don't even start, because the goal looks so far away. But here is the secret. You don't need to finish the journey today. You only need to take one small step today. And tomorrow, another step. Slowly, step by step, you will reach your goal. Think about learning English. If you say, I want to speak like a native speaker in 1 month, that goal feels impossible. It makes you nervous. You may even give up. But what if you say, today I will learn one new word? That feels possible. Tomorrow, you learn one more. After 1 year, you will know hundreds of words. That is the power of small steps. Think about saving money. If you say, I want to save 1 million rupees, it feels too big. You think, I can never do it. But what if you say, I will save only 1,000 rupees today? That feels easy. Then you save again tomorrow. After 1 year, you will have thousands saved. After some years, you will be surprised at how much money you collected. Small coins become big wealth. Think about health. Many people say, I will go to the gym for 2 hours every day. But after 1 week, they stop. because it is too hard. But if you say, I will walk for 10 minutes today, that feels simple. After a few weeks, walking becomes normal. Then maybe you walk for 20 minutes. Then maybe you add push-ups. Slowly, you become stronger and healthier. A small daily step makes a big difference in your body. Now, let me ask you directly. What is one small step you can take today towards your dream? Stop for a second and think. Maybe it is learning one English word. Maybe it is reading one page of a book. Maybe it is writing one short sentence in English. Maybe it is saving one small coin. I want you to write your answer in the comments. Tell me, what small step will you take today? Because when you write it, you make it real. And when you make it real, you are more likely to do it. Now, my dear learners, let me teach you a simple English sentence. Say it with me slowly. One step every day builds success. Again, one step every day builds success. Repeat it 3 times in your mind. Remember it. This is not only English practice. This is also life practice. Because truly, one step every day builds success. Think about the people you admire. Famous people, successful people, people you see on TV or the internet. Many times we think their success came suddenly. But if you study their stories, you will see something different. You will see they worked for years, sometimes for decades, taking small steps every single day. A writer writes 1 page daily, and after a year they have a book. A singer practices 1 hour daily, and after many years, they have a beautiful voice. A student studies a little every day, and after some years, they become a doctor, an engineer, or a teacher. Every great success story starts small. This is the moment where I want you to feel excited. Because if you understand this, you will never feel afraid of big goals again. When you see something big, you will know. I don't need to finish today. I only need to start today. That is the magic of small steps. They make the impossible possible. So remember, success is not about doing everything at once. It is about doing something small every day. 1 word, 1 sentence, 1 coin, 1 push up, 1 step. Day by day you move forward. And one day, without even realizing it, you will look back and see how far you have come. So, my friends, keep this lesson in your heart. One small step is never small. Every small step is a seed. And with time, seeds grow into trees. Your small actions today will become your big success tomorrow. Chapter R. Building habits with small actions. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to improve little by little every day, while others try hard for a short time but then stop? The secret is not in trying very hard once. The secret is in doing small actions again and again until they become habits. A habit means something you do automatically, without thinking too much. For example, brushing your teeth, drinking water in the morning, or checking your phone. You don't plan these things. You just do them because your brain is used to them. Troning. This is the real power of small steps. When small steps repeat every day, they turn into habits. And habits create long-term results. Let me give you some simple example. Imagine you decide to read 1 page of an English book every night before you sleep. Oh, at first it feels small. You think only 1 page? that S nothing. But after 1 month, you will have read 30 pages. After 6 months, you will have finished a book. After 1 year, maybe 3 or 4 books. And slowly, your vocabulary, your grammar, and your confidence in English will improve. It all started with one small page. Another example. Listening. Maybe you don't have time to listen to English for 1 hour every day, but can you listen for 5 minutes? Yes, you can. 5 minutes is easy. You can do it while walking, cooking, or even waiting for a bus. Tori. If you listen for 5 minutes every day, that means 35 minutes in 1 week, 2 hours in 1 month, and more than 20 hours in 1 year. That is a lot of practice. And your ears, your brain, your listening skills, they all get stronger. Or let's think about writing. If you write 1 short sentence in English every day, after 1 month, you will have 30 sentences. After 6 months, you will have Ebite Basher's sentences. After 1 year, you will have Sembite Loserwu sentences. That is almost like a small diary of your English learning journey. And because you wrote every day, writing will no longer feel scary. It will feel natural, because it became a habit. Now let me share something interesting about science. Scientists say the brain loves repetition, kank. The brain has something called neural pathways. You can think of them like small roads in your head. Just. Every time you do something, you walk on that road. The more times you repeat the action, the road becomes stronger and clearer. For example, when you say good morning in English every day, your brain makes the road stronger. Soon it becomes automatic. You don't even think about grammar. You just say it. That is how habits are born. Here is a story that I think will inspire you. There was a student who wanted to improve her English, but she felt too busy. She thought, I cannot study for 1 hour every day. I have work, I have family, I have no time. But instead of giving up, she decided to try something small. She said, I will only listen to English for 5 minutes every night before sleeping. That is all. 5 minutes. At first, it felt small. But she continued. 5 minutes every day. Sometimes she listened to a short story, sometimes a podcast, sometimes even just a song. After 1 month, she noticed something that mattered. When she listened to English, she understood more than before. After 3 months, she started to repeat small sentences she heard. After 6 months, she surprised herself. She could follow conversations. She could catch words and phrases that before were too fast. What changed her English? Not big study plans. Not expensive courses. Only 5 minutes a day, repeated again and again, until it became her habit. This is the magic of habits. You don't need to push yourself too hard. You only need to start small and keep repeating. Over time, the habit will carry you forward. It becomes easier, not harder. Like brushing your teeth, you don't think, should I do it or not? You just do it. Now, let me teach you a phrase that I want you to remember. Say it with me. Slowly, small habits create big changes. Again, small habits create big changes. One more time. Small habits create big changes. I want you to repeat it in your mind 3 times. Marmoko war. This phrase is not only English practice, it is also life practice. Because if you understand this, you can change anything in your life. Think about it. If you read 1 page, listen for 5 minutes, write 1 sentence, speak 1 word, these are all small habits. They feel small today, but after weeks, months, and years, they create a big success. Many learners fail because they try to do too much at once. They study for 5 hours one day, but then they stop for 1 month. Hey, that does not work. Success comes not from one big action, but from many small actions repeated again and again. So, my friends, I want you to think right now, what small habit can you start today? Maybe reading, maybe listening, maybe writing. Choose something small and easy. Write it down. Tell me in the comments, my small habit is. When you share it, you make it stronger. And tomorrow, you take that small step again. This is why small steps matter. Because small steps become small habits, and small habits create big changes. Step by step, day by day, habit by habit, you build your future. Chapter 10. Small steps in English learning. Now let's connect everything we have learned about small steps directly to English learning. Many learners think they must study for hours, learn hundreds of words at once, or speak like a native immediately. This is not true. The truth is, English can be learned step by step, just like climbing a mountain or building a house. Even the smallest daily action in English brings you closer to fluency. Imagine this. Every morning when you wake up, you say 1 sentence in English. For example, good morning, how are you? At first, it feels small. You may think, this is too simple. Will it really help me? But if you say it every day, soon your mouth becomes comfortable with the sounds. The sentence comes naturally. Then you add another sentence, like I am fine, thank you. After some weeks, you add more, like, what are you doing today? Slowly, without stress, you begin to build fluency. Just 2 or 3 sentences a day can open the door to speaking English with confidence. Oh, the secret is not in big, difficult study plans. The secret is in small daily practice. Let me give you some ideas. You can think in English. For example, when you see a chair, don't think in your own language. Just think, chair. When you eat food, think, I am eating rice. When you go outside, think, the weather is hot today. These are small thoughts, but they train your brain to use English. Naturally, another idea is shadowing. Shadowing means you listen to English and repeat it at the same time, like an echo. At first, it feels funny, maybe even difficult. But if you shadow 1 sentence every day, your pronunciation will improve. Your brain will remember the rhythm of English. Slowly, your speaking becomes smoother. You can also try short conversations. Maybe you have a friend, a classmate, or even a family member who is learning English. You don't need to speak for 1 hour. Just try for 2 minutes. Ask, how are you? Answer, I am fine. Ask, what did you eat today? Answer, I ate bread. I ate bread. These short conversations are small steps, but they make you braver. Each time you practice, your fear becomes smaller and your confidence becomes bigger. Now, I know many of you feel worried about mistakes. You think, what if I say something wrong? What if people laugh at me? Let me tell you something important. Mistakes are not the enemy. Mistakes are your teachers. Every mistake shows you what to improve. Every mistake is one more step forward. If you never make mistakes, you never learn. So, when you speak English and make a mistake, don't feel shy. Feel proud, because it means you are learning. Let's make this interactive now. I want you to say a sentence with me. Ready? Say slowly, I can improve step by step. Once again, I can improve step by step. Say it one more time, I can improve step by step. Very good. This sentence is short, but it is powerful. Repeat it in your mind whenever you feel afraid. It will remind you that small steps are enough. Let me share a small story to inspire you. There was a student who wanted to speak English, but she was shy. She thought her grammar was not good, and her pronunciation was not clear. So, instead of staying silent, she decided to take small steps. Every morning, she greeted her teacher with one sentence in English. Good morning, teacher. Every day, she added one more small phrase like, how are you today? Or, the weather is nice. After 3 months, she was able to start short conversations. After 6 months, she was speaking comfortably with her classmates. She did not take a big step. She only repeated small sentences every day, and those small steps created her big success. So, what about you? What small step can you take in your English today? Maybe you can learn one word. Maybe you can write one line in your notebook. Remember, you don't need to do everything today. You only need to do something today, and tomorrow do it again. That is how English fluency grows. I want you to remember another simple truth. Small practice is better than no practice. Even if you only have 2 minutes, use those 2 minutes. Speak one sentence. Write one word. Listen to one phrase. Those minutes are seeds, and seeds grow into strong trees. One day, you will look back and see how much you have grown in English. So, my dear learners, don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait for a big plan. Start small. Think in English. Shadow one sentence. Speak 2 lines. Write 3 words. Every little step is important. Every small practice is powerful. Step by step, sentence by sentence, word by word, you will build your English. And one day you will speak with confidence, without fear, and without stress. Chapter Z. From small steps to big success. When we look at the story of success, we often imagine a big moment. A person becomes rich. A student speaks fluent English. An athlete wins a medal. But if we look closer, the truth is always the same. These great achievements are not made in one day. They are built slowly, step by step, through small actions. One step connects to another, and together, they create something powerful. This is the secret of success that many people forget. Big results. come from small steps, repeated many times. Imagine a student who wants to learn 1,000 English words. At first, the number feels impossible. 1,000 is so big. But what if the student decides to learn just 3 words a day? 3 words are not scary. Anyone can do it. After 1 day, they know 3 words. After 10 days, they know 30 words. After 100 days, they know 300 words. And after 1 year, they know over 1,000 words. Do you see the magic? The big number, the big success, is nothing more than many small steps connected together. The same is true for speaking English with confidence. A person may feel nervous at first. Their voice shakes. They forget words. They feel shy. But if that person practices just 2 or 3 sentences every single day, something begins to change. They say, "Good morning. How are you?" to a friend. They say, "My name is," to a new person. They practice these small sentences daily. Slowly, their confidence grows. After 3 months, they can say short conversations. After 6 months, they can talk for a few minutes. And after 1 year, they can speak English with confidence in many situations. This is not magic. This is the power of small steps turning into big success. Now I want you to pause for a moment and think about your own life. Think of one small step you already took. Maybe you learned 10 English words. Maybe you practiced 1 sentence yesterday. Maybe you watched 1 English video. Can you see how that small action already moved you forward? Can you see how far you will go if you keep taking steps every day? This is your reminder. You are already on the road to success. You just need to keep walking. Here's some motivational line for you. Say it with me slowly. Step by step, I will succeed. Repeat it again. Step by step, I will succeed. Feel the power in those words. They are simple, but they are strong. Enk. If you say them every day, they will guide you forward. Let me share a short inspiring story. There was a young man who wanted to improve his English. At first, he felt lost. He compared himself with others who spoke better. He felt small and weak. But instead of giving up, he chose a simple rule, just 15 minutes every day. Sometimes he listened to English. Sometimes he practiced sentences in front of the mirror. Sometimes he wrote a small diary entry. Day by day, he continued. After 3 months, he saw progress. After 6 months, his friends noticed his improvement. After 1 year, he was speaking English with confidence. What changed his life? Not one big moment, but many small steps connected together. This is the lesson for you, my friend. You do not need to be perfect today. You do not need to know everything right now. You just need to start small and stay consistent. Success is not about speed, it is about direction. If you are moving forward, even slowly, you will reach your goal. A mountain is climbed step by step. A book is read, page by page. A language is learned word by word. Now let's make this personal. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine your dream. Maybe it is to speak English fluently. Maybe it is to get a better job. Maybe it is to travel and communicate with people around the world. Hold that dream in your mind. Now ask yourself, what is one small step I can take today? Maybe it is learning one new word. Mink. Maybe it is saying one sentence aloud. Maybe it is listening to this lesson again. That one small step is your key. If you keep using it daily, your dream will come closer and closer until one day it becomes real. Remember this always. Big success is not one giant jump. It is many small steps connected by time and consistency. Every day, you are building something powerful. Every small action is a brick, and one day, you will see the beautiful house you created. Do not underestimate the small. The small becomes great when it is repeated. So, let us repeat our line one more time together. Step by step. I will succeed. Yes, you will. Because you are already walking the path of success, my friends. Now you know how powerful small steps are. Remember, every big success you see in the world is built slowly, one step at a time. Start today with one small action for your English or for your life. If you enjoyed this lesson, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Tell me, what small step will you take today for your big success? Your journey starts now.